Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be playing the Hindenburg for the How I Play or Thought Process videos. So here we are. So let's start off with my build. Grease the gears, gun feeder, priority target, superintendent, survivability expert, adrenaline rush, concealment expert, and top grade gunner for my build. And then for equipment, I'm running main battery mod 3, concealment system mod 1, prop mod 1, aiming system mod 1, hydro search mod 1, and spotting aircraft mod 1. In terms of the looks, this is what Hindenburg looks like. I'm sure you're gonna get to see a lot of it in the game, but here you are. It looks pretty German. Pretty German. Of course, Hindenburg wasn't built in real life, but that doesn't really mean much. So here we are. So Hindenburg is actually, fun fact, my most played ship, counting random battles only. I think on my main account I've played it over 1,300 times. So yeah, I played this thing a lot. When I got it, I was still pretty new at the game, so my stats aren't really, I would say, up to par. I mean, I average around 131,000 over those amount of games, but then again, like, that's when I started, I was not averaging that amount. So I mean, I tried to pull it up, but it's really hard to pull up something like that. But it's going up slowly, but that's okay. So the Hindenburg, it's a really good looking ship for sure, as you can see. Really good looking ship. I'm using Gunther Lugens because every time you get 140 shell hits, you're going to be getting an 8%, I believe, reload buff, which is going to be really important for later games. This match isn't going to be a big match, I would say, in terms of damage, but at the same time, I saw the 3 battleship list. Schlieffen isn't really one we're going to be able to farm too much, I think, because he's going to run away or something. But the Moskva is a battleship we can farm, the Alaska is a battleship we can farm, so it's actually like a 4 battleship game, so that's not too bad. So the thing with Hindenburg I don't personally like is the gun range, definitely. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but when you're like arguing with ships like Henry IV, which have like 20-kilometer plus range stock, I mean, you know, you gotta be careful. Is that a submarine behind this guy? No, it's a Holland. I thought it was a submarine. I'm like, where's that destroyer? Alright, so anyway, what do we have? Shima, Smaland, Kita, Åland, Arbin, whatever. I think we're chilling for the most part here. It seems to be a pretty easy game. We have to keep in mind Republic does overmatch us, but that's okay. I'm not going to be going wide, because putting myself wide, I feel like I'm gonna be stuck there for a while. So I'd rather normally go to this space here between me and this Osasio and just sit here. I think it's a bit more comfortable, as long as I make this turn and not die. Yeah. But anyway, I think Hindenburg is wonderful. It's still a great ship. I think I'm gonna get Devstruck here, but after I get Devstruck, I'll tell you how great it is. Give me a second. Let's see if I live. The Republic shot me. Alright, Baltimore's useless against me. Probably. Let's see. The Republic's the scariest one, though, and I did slow down into his shell, so I might die. Okay. We did die, but it's okay. That is perfectly fine, because we're gonna live the entire game, and I'll show you how. It's a little bug, I would say. Oh my god, I just woke up. Is that good? Ooh, destroyers. Wait, how's he shooting? What? How's he shooting in the open? Watch. He's wall hacking, bro. Oh my god, he went dark in the open. I guess it's because he ran into the Kita smoke. I don't know, the Kita smoke like faded into him, I guess. Alright. So look, the initial position was really bad. I think anyone watching this video would say that was really bad initial positioning. But it happens, you know, it happens to all of us, right? So all we have to do now is stay patient and play like an asshole behind rocks and behind smokes and just farm damage from this range. I mean, this is what we should have done at the start. It's just, I think I just slowed down into the Republic salvo. He aimed it really bad. Like, I slowed down to 0 instantly when he shot, and he still hit every shell, so it's what it is. But that's Republic for you, right? So, or any battleship that overmatches 30 millimeters, so be careful. I was also full broadside button. 30 millimeter overmatch. You have to be careful, right? Hindenburg used to be really tanky, and you shouldn't have the misconception where people still call it tanky nowadays, because it's not. Like, against the fact is, the majority of tier 10 battleships don't really care about your 30mm armor. They really don't care, right? So you have ships like, for example, the Republic or Thunder or, I don't know, Yamato or Shikishima. Now even super ships such as Hanover and, you know, like normal ships like Preußen and stuff. They don't really care about your 30mm armor. They overmatch you, right? So you have to be really careful. Even when you're angled sometimes, you have to be really careful against those types of ships. Against ships like GK, I mean, it's pretty much free. Schlieffen, it's all free like that. And Montana, it's pretty free to get damage. But then when you like face even like Conquerors and stuff, if you hit Conquerors and Columbos, they still have the HE to slap you and the sap. So just be careful against those also. We're going to be fine. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine here. I know we got smashed at the start of the game. And I do feel bad about that, but it's gonna happen, guys, to all of us, right? I'm sure it happened to all of you at one point, unless, you know, you're like John the Ruthless watching or something. But, dude, yo, double fire, not bad. Let's walk away. I want to get further away from this Republic. He is scaring me a lot right now. I don't think our Harbin is spotted, so he's not going to be shooting at him. He did DCP, so we're going to try lay one perma on him. We have 3 ships on us, so there's something cross map shooting us. Could be this Alaska, could just be this Repub and the GK coming around this corner. Have to wait and see. I just want to perma fire on this guy. We are losing this game. That's the thing with Hindenburg, you can't really apply pressure wherever you want all the time because you don't have radar. You're kind of just in it for the ride, right? You're just in it. You have to farm as much damage. That's kind of your usefulness in the game. It's the amount of damage you can farm in the match itself, right? How did that Allon get spotted, and how can we respot it? It was aircraft from mines, I guess. 100k in 5 minutes is not bad. The issue is I don't see a way we're gonna win this game, especially since everyone is dying on purpose. It's not like they're trolling or anything. I think they're doing it on purpose. Like me at the start. I died on purpose, basically. Lost half my HP. I mean, we're not going to be doing much if we had full HP here over what we're doing, because we can't play overly aggressive either, because it's Hindenburg. You don't want to be playing overly aggressive, because that means you die quickly. Alright, this guy's in range. I mean, honestly, guys, this is a scratch game. I feel like it's a turbo loss. Not really much we can do here. I'm sorry. At most, we can try kill this Moskva, I guess. That's the only thing that's spotted in a range. Baltimore dies from our Montana. That was really good. He actually cross-mapped him. So this is the Lugens buff. Not really gonna get to use much of it this match, sadly. Oh, we got the Repub kill. Nice. Alright, come back, come back, come back. It's never over till it's over. Hopium. To be fair, as long as no one dies, we win the game. Because if everyone's alive, right, that means we keep points and stuff and we win the game. Smolensk's gonna kill me though in the open. It's a bit hard for me to deal damage to destroyers as much as other ships. Because the HE Alpha on Hindenburg is actually really low compared to other cruisers. You do have a lot of shells though. So we do 4km anyway. And the shells aren't too hard to hit, which is really nice. But still. Alright, so let's switch to the other side now. Something I've seen a lot of people using on the Hindenburg also is the unique upgrade for Hindenburg. Which is quite interesting. It's alright, it's not a bad one. It makes you basically immune to fires and floods, but I prefer the reload mod. The range mod is also really good on Hindenburg sometimes, but for the most part I think the reload mod is just fine. Which is what we're using right now. Hopefully we don't die to the Schlieffen. This is a turbo loss right now, unless something magical happens, like I said. Kita's actually coming down here to our right-hand side, so we have to be really careful, because he is going to be launching torps. Actually, no, he's in the smoke screen. He's chilling there. This could have been a really, really good game if I didn't die instantly at the start of the game. We still wouldn't have won, because it's not like I can win a game because I'm full HP. If I had 30k more HP than I do right now, what do I do over what I'm doing right now? I mean, I could run at the Schlieffen, but I'll die instantly. Especially since he has a Shima with him, and a Hindenburg, and a Moskva. So we can't do that. If we go to the other side and push, well, there's an Alaska, and a GK, and a Habin, and a Smalan, and a Kitakazi, so we die instantly also. So, really and truly, it doesn't change much of the game if we're higher HP. We probably would live for longer, but at the same time, I mean, we've lived the entire game. As I said at the start, we're probably gonna live the entire game here. It's not like we died because of it. I think I'm dead here, actually. I'm gonna pre-heal before I die. I think I'm dead, though. Almost. Almost. Close. Dragon. Lone spotter plane, just in case I die. So there's shit spotting people. Schlieffen dies. That's good. Alright, we're gonna switch to Moskva now. We should attempt to go dark, but at the same time, I think this Alan's gonna keep spotting me. So let's try apply as much damage as possible on this Moskva. Hopefully with our mines and our Montana. The combined firepower should be able to dumpster this thing, to be honest. But we'll try our best. 2k, not bad, not crazy. We have no cap control, that's the issue. And that's one of your main issues when you're going to be playing Hindenburg. It's wonderful for damage farming and stuff, just like Henry IV and such, and whatever the fuck other ships you can damage farm in. But like, when it comes to actual game control and map control, it's okay some games when you're allowed to do things, but in a game like this where there wasn't much we could do, I think, if we pushed up. Like, what are we gonna do? Just die? I mean, we can, if, you know, that's the strat, but let's try to kill this Alan first, and then keep going on the Moskva. We can kill this Alan first. Confederate, not bad. I mean, this is a really good match too, but sadly, unfortunately, we are gonna end up losing. The Moskva will hide behind this rock from us, so we won't be able to help our mines deal with it. Sadly, but it is what it is. Hopefully our Montana rushes into the cap and gives us some extra time. I'm gonna try get in front of the Moskva here. Try get a salvo or two into his superstructure. I don't think that's happening. GK is full HP! If only we had extra time. If only we had extra time. Montana will kill the Moskva. Nice. Alright, so we need to run at the GK. It's gonna be really far. Remember, Hindenburg is one of the slowest ships at tier 10. It only goes 31 knots. 33 with the flag. I have score timer. I actually installed score timer so we can actually have times and stuff. So we know what we're doing. So we have 2 minutes, basically, to kill this GK. And it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible, depending on how many fires we get. So, as we know, fires are broken, so battleships instantly die when they encounter a fire. Hopefully, they trade the Smaland at least, or kill him. If they kill him straight up, that would be really good for us. I have a Hydro for 30 seconds left. When the GK shoots, I will turn out. I want to turn out right now, but I feel like the GK would instantly kill me if I do it. Okay. He just shot. Montana will contest the cap, so I don't have to. We have to stay kited here. Oh, Kita. Try to remember where he is blind, and we're gonna try blind fire him, okay? Oh, the Montana died to Torp, so we have to contest ourselves. That's okay. Got the Kitakazi. That's okay. We're gonna get the cap now. Oh, but there's Torps. That's really bad. Alright, we'll go into this cap. We'll try going to this cap. Okay, doesn't matter. We're going to get spotted by the Shima to our right. The GK is going to be able to shoot me. We're actually going to turn... I can't turn out. No, I have to turn out from the GK. If I turn in, I die. I think I'm dead anyway. We have to wait for him to shoot before we turn out. Which means we're going to be into secondary range of the GK. We'll double the game time here. No, we won't. Or do we? No, we don't double the game time. He's not shooting. He's being smart about it. He's waiting. The Hindenburg has range mod, so he's going to be killing us from that range, which is going to be a bit frustrating for us. We actually can't turn out from this GK because he's using one turret at a time. So therefore, we have to just run at him with AP and hope for the best. The AP is really good on Hindenburg. Please do use it only on full broadside ships. Don't use it on angled ships. Obviously, use the HE on angled ships. Use the AP on broadsides. That's really good. I'm gonna slow down here to see if I can juke a salvo really early before he shoots. I don't think we can, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm also gonna try turn in, but I'm only 11k HP, so I think I'm gonna die. No, almost. Can I live? Can I live? Can I live? The Shima's actually up there, so he's not gonna be messing with us. Oh, but sadly the Hindenburg lights us on fire, I think. So we do die to the Hindenburg fire. Oh, we tried, guys. Definitely tried this match, I would say, but unfortunately not enough, I would say. I think the initial taking damage there against that Republic at the start really fucked us. I don't think we would have won this game anyway, because if you think about it, there's still a full HP Hindenburg we have to go through. There's a Shima there. I mean, they have 4 caps. They have 4 caps, and there's an Alaska too. I mean, it would have been closer because I could have maybe gone for the Hindenburg. We would have 40 seconds to go kill him, but I don't think we would have killed him in time. So I think that was an okay game. Sadly, we did lose, but let's look at the score screen and talk about it, okay? And then we'll go for the game 2. So in terms of our first game in Hindenburg here, it is a loss. It is what it is. It's going to happen sometimes. But let's look at it. So 261k damage, which isn't too bad. I don't know where. So I was playing that game. I mean, live commentary, obviously, but I wasn't really paying attention to our damage count, and it went up really high, really quickly. I guess on the GK at the end. So we got 261k damage, 340 HL hits, 18 fires, and 4 kills. And we got Witherer, Confederate, and High Caliber. So let's look at team score. Here we got 1.7k base XP on a loss, therefore we got 4th place on their team on a loss. So as you know, if you win, you get a 1.5 times win bonus. So we would have had that, but it's okay. I'm actually gonna compliment our Montana because I believe he did quite well there at the end, and I'm also gonna compliment our Holland because they did try really well, and I'm actually gonna compliment their Holland because he's a tier 8 and a tier 10 game and he did X well. So that's the team score. We got 3 achievements again, Wither, Confederate, and High Caliber. In terms of detailed report, as you can see, 116k is from the GK, 53k is from the Repub. We killed the Holland, just damaged the Kitakazi for a bit. Schlieffen we did 16k on, 52k on the Moskva, 8k on the Smaland, and 5k on the Alaska. Again, that's the thing with Hindenburg, right? You're kind of in it for the ride. If your team is winning, you're gonna win. If your team is losing, you're probably gonna lose. For the damage distribution, as you can see, 140k plus 73k is from HE, because 140k plus the 73k fires, and you have 46k of AP, and then you also have some secondary, which won't really affect us too much. And then damage received, 98k. Sadly, we took that big shot from the Republic. Let's see how much we took. 4 shells for 25k. It wasn't actually that much. I thought it was way more, but I guess that's the thing, because Hindenburg has 50,000 HP, right? So that's half its HP. Total, we got 694,000 credits, 8,000 XP, 2,200 free XP, and 9,700 Commander XP. So there you go. That's the first Hindenburg game. Let's go. Before we go into the next game, I want to show you the armor scheme for Hindenburg. As you can see, 27mm nose, 30mm center, and 27mm back. Now, that and a lot of superstructure. So it is pretty farmable as a ship. That's why I see a lot of people running the unique upgrade. The issue with the unique upgrade for me is the concealment is very restrictive, because it's 14.1, I think, concealment, which is pretty bad. But, I mean, you do burn for like 7 seconds, so I guess it's a bit worth it. I also need to drink something really quick, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, so, now, you're gonna be wondering, is this game 2? No, this is game 3. So the first one I showed you was 260k. This is game 3. Malta, where's game 2? So what happened was we got the game and we got a 5v5. And I was like, I'm not gonna feature this. So I stopped recording. There was no point. We did lose. We didn't do much either. It was a 5v5. There was literally nothing to do. And so we lost. So I'm not gonna feature that one because it's a 5v5. And 5v5, by that I mean 5 players versus 5 players. So instead, I'm gonna feature another 12v12 because I don't feel like there's a point. Like, I know in the Marceau video we featured an 11 versus 11, but 11 versus 11 is significantly different to 5v5. Okay. A thing that I want to make clear, like, why these 5v5s are happening, and you tend to notice most of the time there's a carrier, a submarine, or a super ship in them, is because those types of ships are less likely to meet a counterpart, and they have to meet a counterpart to actually get into the game. And what happens is, if they sit 5 minutes in queue, if the individual player sits 5 minutes in the queue, it will auto hook you into a game no matter how many people are in queue, and therefore it will hit you in a 5v5. So I would share this, and I would probably make this into its own video, just a little PSA, just to tell you guys, please, this is really important. Please don't sit 5 minutes in queue. Just leave it 4 minutes and rejoin the queue, because it'll make games really small and borderline not unplayable, but less fun. But anyway, so game 3, I would say game 2 for you guys. The Hindenburg. Here we are. So we're gonna go wide because I like going wide in Hindenburg. Sometimes I don't like going wide, like in the first game on Haven, for example, because it'll just take me on a map like Haven, it'll take me forever to get into anywhere relevant after. So, but here I want to go wide because this map is really also wide and not, you know, everything's in the middle. So we're gonna go wide here. Schlieffen's on the other side, which is really good news for us. The hope and prayers we're having right now is the Preußens on our side. Oh my, it happened. The Preußen is on our side. And the Yamato, that's amazing. This is amazing. This is what we wanted. This is everything we wanted and more. Why do I want these 2 ships out of all the 4? Well, Schlieffen has 1 kilometer detection and Colombo has 0 kilometer detection because it has smoke screen. So I'd rather fight these 2, which have normal battleship concealment. So 4k damage, not bad. We need fires here. Obviously, you're playing for fires in the Hindenburg. Unless they go full broadside, then you're playing for AP salvos. No citadels, but AP salvos. Preußen's shooting HE at me. He is pre-kited, which is really sad for me. In the long run, that's going to be really sad. We just need a fire on him, actually. I'm just going to pop Sputter because... Oh, no. There's an Napoli here. That's okay. We're going to switch to AP after this HE salvo. Wait, he's turning in? That's not good for him, actually. But he has a smoke screen, so I guess he doesn't care where he goes. He can go wherever he wants. We're going to switch to HE here. I believe I do pen... No, I don't actually pen Napoli, because he has 60mm armor. Therefore, I do not pen him. He's actually pretty tanky. So let's try to get a fire. I just need a fire in these battleships, because a fire will burn them for a lot of damage. Napoli, I'm not sure the idea behind the play here. It's quite interesting. He's just sitting there. Not sure what the goal is. He's not, like, shooting me or anything, so he's not, like, bothering me. It's just, I'm not sure what the fuck he's thinking of doing. The thing with Napoli is, it only burns for 30 seconds, so I don't really like shooting it too much either, because you can't pen it, one. Oh, he DCP'd! You know what that means, folks? Yamato also got a fire on him, unless it's Napoli. No, that's Napoli, okay. Preußen DCP'd 1 fire. You know what that means, folks. We're gonna be shedding some fires today. How much are fires on the market? Probably really expensive, so we probably won't actually end up getting one, because you know how people are. They DCP 1 fire. I'm sure anyone can relate to this. They DCP 1 fire, and they are indestructible to fires, even though people say fires are broken. Unfortunate. It's kind of unlucky, I guess. You know? It's kind of unlucky that we can never get another fire on an individual like this. He's playing a super snipe HE spamming Preußen, which is really interesting. I've never really seen a player like this before. Perma-fire, as well deserved as observed. So we're gonna actually go for the Yamato now. He also DCP'd 1 fire. Fire in the Napoli there, blind. Perma. Go for the Yamato now. We have Hydro enabled. That's really important for the situation, because the Napoli is thwarping us. We only have 1 more salvo on this Yamato, then we switch to the Napoli. Why do we only have 1 more salvo on him? Because our spotter plane is running out. It's really important to be running spotter plane. It's also really important to be running Hydro. I've seen people saying you should run the FA on Hindenburg. Guys, please, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Just run Hydro, bro. Even if there's a carry in the game. As if the DFA is gonna save your life. Like, the Hydro is actually gonna save your life. Because you're gonna be able to dodge more torps with it. And the Hydro... I mentioned this in the second game when I was playing, but I'm gonna re-mention it, obviously. People do say German Hydro is the best Hydro, and I'll tell you why. Maybe you don't understand why people are saying this. It's because the range is the highest, right? The range is the highest on German Hydro. It can surface spot ships at 6 km and spot torps at 4 km. So it gives you a lot of flexibility against ships in smoke, for example, where maybe you're rushing into a cap and you need the Hydro. It's going to be really good. It's like a mini radar almost. It's also on Z52 and GK. They have the same Hydro and stuff. So Definitely German Hydro is the best Hydro. Lucian's proc 6 minutes in, not to the best, not the worst. We want to see these ships, so hopefully our submarine surfaces. But he's unlikely right now. Okay, doesn't matter, the Yamato shot. We're going to try to get fires on this guy. We can't pressure the guy too much because we don't know where the Preußen is. There he is, okay. Let's just get a fire in the Yamato for now. If we had Splitter we're playing, we could probably do a bit more. We can't push the Somers right now just because we don't have Hydro anymore, so... Hopefully our U-25, whatever the fuck, torps that instead of the Yamato, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Alright, the Destroyer died, so we can actually play really aggressive now. Oh! Austin got dev struck instantly. He tried to play the game and instantly died. Unfortunate. Well, I don't know where he was going there. That was quite aggressive. Yamato DCP'd. Which is probably really good for our submarine, actually, because now he's going to be able to get perma-homing torps on him, though. Yeah. Pretty bad for him, actually. Hi, Preußen. I get it, Preußen. Yep, Preußen. Okay, overmatch. Alright. Oh my god. So we need to get damage on this Yamato quick before our submarine does it, because our submarine's about to slam him. But they're homing torps, so actually I think they do less damage, right? Why are these coming towards me? What the fuck are these torps? Oh, submarine torps? Potentially? I don't know what those are. They have to be submarine torps. They're not Marceau torps, I can guarantee you. Marceau's on the 10 line, bro. I got Citadel, but I mean, I have to angle the torps also. I got to do everything. That's fine, that's fine. We're gonna live, we're gonna live. We're also going to kill this Yamato. And hopefully end up living. We did play this really badly, actually, here at the end. But as long as we live, I don't think it matters. The game is already over, so we have to play a bit more aggressive also against that Preußen. We're gonna get spoiler plane in 40 seconds. As long as we get it in the time before the game ends, we're going to be able to farm this. Yeah, it's a submarine. As long as we're gonna get the Preußen, get some damage. I'm looking for 150k minimum this game. So, the sad truth about Hindenburg is, guys, against submarines, and this is quite important now, so I have to mention it because there's submarines and randoms. It has ship-based ASW, and it's a ship that goes 33 knots. Malta, I don't know if you're speaking right now. You need to speak English. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Well, what it means is, if you want to damage submarines with the Hindenburg and they're underwater, you have to drive over them. Because look how the things drop right behind you. So you have to drive over them. Right? That's what you have to do. Which is really bad, because the ship only goes 33 knots. And what does that mean? It's really slow. It's one of the slowest tier 10 cruisers in the game. So against submarines, Hindenburg is probably one of the worst cruisers in terms of anti-sub. Because like other cruisers, like for example Des Moines or Colbert, or other cruisers in general have air-based ASW, and they also go faster, so they can dodge torps more. Now, the thing is, you'll get 6-kilometer Hydro, which I guess is a nice point of it, so you can like plan around. But if you don't have that Hydro enabled, you're fucked, and you can't really damage a submarine. There's of course other ships at tier 10 which have the ship-based ASW. It's not just Hindenburg. Like for example, Nevsky has it. And Nevsky has an even worse one, I would say. But Nevsky's at least fast. What else? What other ships have it? So for example, Plymouth has it. Plymouth goes even slower. Minotaur has it. Minotaur goes the same speed. Actually, Minotaur goes a bit faster. Plymouth's the slower one, I believe. It's a bit slower. Maybe it's the same speed, but... We're actually going to be able to kill this guy. No, 30 seconds. I don't think we kill this guy in 30 seconds because we loaded AP. Because we were dumb. Maybe if we die. If we die, we do kill him. But we have to die, so he has to kill us. 17 seconds. Come on, everyone. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Actually, I think we kill him. Come on. Yes. All right. Well, that's game 2. Well, game 3 for you guys, but... Sorry, game 3 for me. Game 2 for you guys. But there you go. There's a Hindenburg, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let's look at the score and talk about my build again. Talk about my overall stats in the Hindenburg and how many games I have. You're going to see 3 games here, obviously, because the second game was a 5v5. It is what it is, guys. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, 180k damage here in game 3. Well, game 2. So 180k damage, 325 kills. 325 shell hits, 2 kills, 10 fires. For team score, we got 0 achievements here, only 1.9k base XP. We're going to be complimenting our daring. He played really well there. Detailed report. We ended up getting 94k on the Preußen, 64k on the Yamato, and 21k on the Napoli. Most of it, as you can see, is HE damage, 129k HE, 49k fire. Damage received, 71. Okay, damage received. And then in terms of credits and XP, 422,000 credits, 9,700 XP, 2,000 free XP, and 11,000 commander XP. There you go. So we did try again. Second game was my worst, but I won't show you that. Of course, it was like, let me just tell you exactly what it was. It's an 80k game in a 5v5 and a loss and no kills. But I think the other two compensate quite fairly, except the fact that they were losses. Let's open our container. Let's not open my container so I don't waste your time here. So one more look at the game count. Sorry, the games. So the first one, just to jog your memory, was 261,000 damage and a loss. And then game 3 was 180k and a win. There you go. So in terms of my commander, I have, as I said before, Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Priority Target, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, and Top Grade Gunner. And I'm also running Gunther Lugens for the 140 shell hit buff. And you also, if you get 3 spotting ribbons somehow, you will get a heal. Look how much XP I have on my Hindenburg, 8.45 million. So in terms of my upgrades, I'm running Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Spotting Aircraft Mod 1. And then for my consumables, this is really important, I would say, run Hydro Search and Spotting Aircraft. I think those two are really important, guys, to run in the Hindenburg to make it work with this build. On my statistics, let's try open up my stats and see what my Hindenburg stats are like. They're not going to be crazy compared to, for example, my Henry stats, which are 172k average. They're going to be pretty bad compared to that, because my Hindenburg is one of my first tier 10s I owned ever. So the stats are going to be subpar or maybe suboptimal. So for some of you guys, they're going to be pretty good. But like I said, let's see. Where is the Hindenburg, guys? If this was live, you'd probably tell me I missed it. But, you know. Boom. All right, so we played it 1,254 times, and that's exclusively on this account. I've also played it a bunch on other accounts, like my alt account on EU or my press accounts. But on my main account here, 1,254 games, 69% win rate, not crazy. But damage done to ships, 134,000 on average, which is not too good. Like I said, guys, this was one of my first tier 10s, but then again, it's actually not a bad average, I would say. And in terms of my most record game, 345k. I believe the game is actually uploaded on YouTube. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. 345k. It's definitely uploaded on Twitch. But yeah, if you want, I'll actually leave a highlight link in the description or something. But there you go. So that's the Hindenburg for you guys. Definitely a cool ship. Great ship. I love it. It's my most played ship. That's probably the title of this video. This is what it looks like. Again, here you are. This is what it looks like. Honestly, it looks gorgeous. I've owned the perma camo since I basically, like, a few months after I bought the ship. For like 3 months in a row after I got the ship, this was the only ship I played, guys. This was the only ship I played for a while. And I still love the ship. I'm trying to play it a bit more because I just love that. So, but it's a great ship. Do I recommend the Hindenburg? It's wonderful for people who want to play the kiting playstyle. Just keep in mind, don't get misguided about people saying the armor is extremely good, because it's not. It's pretty like average now. It's actually not too good. It's just normal, right? 30 millimeters. I mean, Napoli's way tankier, Petro's way tankier, you know, and it's really slow, right? So you can't dodge as many shells as, for example, a Nevsky or something. But there you go. That's the Hindenburg. I think it's a wonderful ship. It's one of my favorite ships, just like Kleber. Kleber is obviously my favorite ship, but this is definitely up there. It's my most played ship. I think that's about it for the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Big fan, by the way.